Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome. I am feeling so rusty with this live for a number of reasons. I haven't gone live in a couple of months, I think it's been now. So I thank you for joining live. See, we've got 3 or 4 visitors. And um, I use a program called StreamYard to go live. It's a great software to stream to different places and things like that. And as of today, they cut access to third-party apps on Facebook. So we sort of strung together a sort of back-end way of connecting to our Facebook groups. And I'm hoping that it works. And I'm hoping that if you are watching in my Facebook group and if you're in Crystal's Facebook group, hello, I hope you're watching and able to hear and see. But the downside to it is that I cannot see any of your comments. So I'd like to direct you over to YouTube if you'd like to comment and engage in the chat and have your comments shown. And if you're watching live, I had a number of people say they were going to attend. So you can go to YouTube and search for Online Teacher Dude, and you will see me live at the moment. So and then I will be able to see your comments. So I hate to take you off of one onto another, but if you are watching on Facebook, I just don't know how to see comments and things like that unless I'm in there at the same time. And although I can multitask somewhat okay, that's just a little too much for me, I think, at the moment. But thank you, Kathy. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. Good to see you. Long time no see. And we've got Tinka in South Africa. Very cool. And SB, aloha. Where are you tuning in from? This is an interactive show. I used to do them on Mondays at 9 a.m. And I have not been doing them regularly. So I really want to get back into it, which brings me to asking for your help if you have any desire to be interviewed. I really gear these Monday shows, today, Tuesday, to interviews with teachers, with companies, independent teachers. If you've got a story to tell or you want to share what you're up to, it's really casual. We go for about a half an hour. And I really think I get so much out of listening to what other online teachers are up to and how you're creating your businesses and who you're working with. And if you're working for yourself, how you're building your clientele and, all the ins and outs of what you're doing. And I often have people on the show that are creators and they, have created stuff like resources, curriculum, things like that they want to promote. And that's also really awesome. And I love to be able to do that. So please reach out if you are interested in coming on the little channel here. Would love to have you. So I do see we've got about 8 people watching. So say hello. Let us know where you're tuning in from. And I'm so happy to introduce my good friend, Crystal, to the show.
Hello. Oh my God, what an introduction. I have repairs going on right next to me. And so I do have the headset on, which is noise canceling, but I'll just apologize in advance if there's like masses of banging.
Yeah, I did hear some when I brought you on. I heard some, sounded like you were like, yeah, table banging.
Yeah, we're so pumped for this.
Actually, it's quite funny. I have not seen you in unless 3 minutes before we went live since we did the summit. Is that correct?
I think so. Yeah, that was ages ago too. That was
ages ago. I know.
Yeah,
so shame on us for not
crazy.
connecting, but we're connecting now, which is great. And yeah,
Yes.
so Crystal and I hosted the Level Up Summit in 2022. And last, getting the years mixed up, 2023, it was like in October or something like that. So yeah, we have, or November, I can't remember now. But then, holidays happened and we haven't really connected. And I've been wanting to jumpstart the YouTube channel a little bit and get some more content on. And so I asked if she would be my first guest in a couple of months. So thanks for coming on.
Thanks. Yeah, no, I'm so excited to be here and to connect with you again and say hello to everybody in the audience. Thanks for taking some time out of your day. It's always fun to chat with you, Tim.
Yes, thank you. Likewise. Hi from Pennsylvania. Originally, I thought it said Philippines, but yeah, Pennsylvania. Currently in Washington, D.C., originally from Hawaii. Okay, that's why you said the aloha. Former VIPKid teacher, long time ago, and just interested in what's still available. Okay, can I just interject about VIPKid? So I worked with them for 4 years, and then when everything happened 3 years ago, I left, and I decided a couple of months ago to open up some slots and see what was going on over there. To be
You
honest with you,
did.
initially I did, and to be honest, initially I was thinking, well, I wanted to make a YouTube video about VIPKid because I probably have like 75 rough estimate videos about VIPKid on my channel. And I just thought it would be interesting to sort of, rather than talk about them as if I don't know about them anymore, to actually see like, are teachers getting bookings? Are they hiring? What's the lesson? What are the lessons like, et cetera, et cetera. So I opened up for a few days and I got no bookings. And then I decided on a
Shock.
Sunday. Yeah, no bookings. So then I opened up on a Sunday and I opened up for the whole week and I got 0. Then it was Chinese New Year. And I thought, okay, I've got to get something. So I opened up the same like a whole week. And because I'm not in the routine of checking the bookings, I did get a booking and I completely missed it. Yeah. So they are, I mean, there
no.
obviously are students, obviously, like I don't have a strong profile on there anymore. I used to be able to open up the day before and just, did you work for VIPKid?
Yeah, I did. They
Yeah.
were my first company.
Yeah, I thought so. So I used to do short notice and I would have like, I was teaching 4 hours a day. So I'd have like 8 slots booked within, a relatively short
Exactly.
amount of time. So I knew that it would be difficult. So then I got the email from VIPKid. And then I'm thinking, why didn't they send me the notification? So I did a bit of digging around that, found out that I didn't have the notifications turned on the app. In fact, I didn't even have the app on my phone. So
So are you
anyway.
blacklisted now?
So no, I'm not. But it said,
Oh.
you missed, what's going on? Can we help you? Have you set your alarm and all these things and whatever? I just sort of brushed it off. And then the next week I opened slots again, which was 2 weeks ago. And I got I got 1 booking, and I did get a notification. However, it was 5 minutes before the class. And I was sitting at the gym when I got the notification.
Oh
So
no.
I missed a second class. So note to self, if you're trying to get back in with VIPKid, you really have to be on top of checking your schedule. And
Yeah.
it's just not something I've done in 3 years. I've never checked a schedule to sort of, so totally my fault. I'm not blacklisted as far as I can tell. I'm just reluctant to even try now because I'm obviously not checking when you get no bookings. And it really made me feel what it was like for teachers who didn't get bookings back in the day because, you would just, how many days can you just look and not get anything day after
The
day? You sort of,
disappointment.
yeah. And then you just like, forget this. You forget that you opened up slots and,
because you're not
so
in the headspace.
yeah. So there's Kimberly. It's picking up. She says, I open short notice and always get bookings now. You make
Good
me
for
want to
you.
try again, but I don't
Good
know.
for
I'm a
you for
VIPKid
being
teacher. I receive daily bookings. Most of my classes are English in the family and guided reading classes. Yeah, see, I'm probably not even, what do you call it? Certified for those. I did go in and before all this happened, I went in and just took the quizzes because you do have to go in and like recertify. Everything's kind of new.
Okay.
So
What
yeah, but
about
they
the
pay
pay though? I remember hearing something about if you recertify, they knock down your pay.
right. Well,
New
I mean,
contract.
it's everyone's changed. Yeah, it's $14, $7 per class, $14. I don't even really know if there's incentives. So, if you're looking for, it's better than others that are out there, like Cambly's 10 to 12, but they're definitely like very active with their newsletters and emails and things. And they have the same, to be honest, they sort of have the same vibe as they did before. Everything's very exciting. They've got this new thing, teachers doing TikTok, apply to be this. But I don't know. I just think, yeah, I wish I could be sort of behind the scenes and know really like how many students do they really have. They never talk about that. And
Yes.
they are definitely not hiring. So as far as I can tell,
Interesting. Yeah. I guess they still have a big reserve of teachers who would love to,
yeah,
amp
I,
things up again.
I think so. Yeah. And I think, it, for those that want to supplement, I can see the desire and the, why people would maybe want to go back. But they are definitely, if you were a teacher before, you definitely can still get in there. It's VIP Teach now, or VIP Teacher. It's not VIPKid. So, I went in there like a few weeks ago just to see, and everything is the same, all my stuff. But anyway, how are you? What have you been up to in your? So Crystal, for those that don't know, is CEO of Crystal Clear ESL, and how have you been doing with that?
We're ticking along. Yeah, we've got some really big projects underway that we're wrapping up. Some much anticipated things, like, I hesitate to say, previews.
Previews?
Yeah, people have been asking, both our members, like teachers, and their clients, the students, have been asking for lesson previews since the dawn of Crystal Clear. It's a big undertaking, and we're finally almost ready to publish them. So that's exciting. That'll be big in May, hopefully. We're just in the editing stage now. And then, as some people know, and links to the title of this live, we just published an amazing reading curriculum. So that was highly requested as well. I think teachers out there are rightfully interested in niching down and looking for something new to sort of market themselves a little differently from the competition. And reading is one of those possibilities. So the thing about the curriculum too is that it's like double feature. You can use it as a lesson, or you can use it as a supplement to a lesson. Do you know what I mean? So it's really flexible like that. So yeah, those have just launched the past weekend, and we're super excited about it. I think there's always this element of like excitement and pride and just relief when a project comes to fruition and you can kind of draw a line under it to an extent. But
so I just want to say, like, with the reading stuff, so Crystal's curriculum, if you don't know, is really geared for, for us, like online ESL teachers that want to have sort of a pre-made sequential, sort of step-by-step lesson level-based curriculum. And it works really well. One of my critiques of VIPKid was that and not saying it's a critique of your curriculum, but one thing that I wanted to always see more of was to be able to supplement, but also incorporate more of the reading, the leveled reading stuff. And before, it was really just what was out there. I mean, you could go to Reading A to Z. They're excellent. I mean, those are excellent level-based, like pedagogical, researched, really great readers. But you have to pay quite a bit, for access to that for a year. And
it's static resources, right? They're not like full lessons.
Correct. Right. Yeah, that's right. So I used them, when I was a kindergarten teacher, even third grade teacher, we used VIPKids and Reading A to Z in the school system. So it would be like books, and the kids could get the interactive books on their app. But as a teacher, it was, paper. It was like printing reams of paper, stapling, making these books, which are great. But so it's really nice to know that you've gone in that direction, and that you've got some readers. And I'll say, I just used one. The reason why I'm a little scrambled and a little frazzled is I just taught. I'm going live for the first time in a couple of months, and we had all these tech issues with the stuff. And I was also recording myself using one of your readers in the class to just show a little snippet of what they look like. Now, I didn't get a chance to do the recording of the actual book, but what we'll do is after this, we'll jump over to your website and take a look. But you can sort of, so if for those that are watching, let's just pop that up. It is 2 minutes and 45 seconds. It is me teaching a 5-year-old. He really fits the need for these kind of leveled readers the most of all my students. So I thought he'd be perfect. And actually, I just added a class for him today. So it worked out really well. So here's me teaching
so excited.
A small segment. he has I've blocked his face out and stuff, but he has a really bad itching problem. So he's like constantly itching himself. So I hope that, yeah. But so a lot of the breaks and pauses are, yeah, issues with that. But anyway, I've managed to get a 2.5-minute clip. So here we go.
A snake has a long tongue.
Why does a snake have a long tongue?
Because it can hunt you.
Remember? Why does the snake have a long tongue? Remember?
A snake has a long tongue because it can smell, help them to smell.
Yes, good job. It can help them to smell.
Because dogs don't have freaking bones can
remember the word, do you remember the word protect?
Can protect them.
Yes. Let's read this sentence here. A tiger.
The tiger lives in jungle.
Jungle. What is jungle? What is a jungle?
I don't know.
Do you see the picture behind the sentence, right? There are trees and leaves and plants. The jungle is where the tiger lives. Do you know what a jungle is now?
Yes.
Okay. So, what other animals can you see in the jungle? Look at this list.
Bugs.
Bugs, okay. What else?
Snake.
Snakes, okay. What else?
Bird.
Birds. How about monkeys?
Trees.
Trees.
Yes, monkey.
Monkeys, okay. What about, can you see leaves? Leaves. Maybe vines. Those are like long plants. Can you see a river in a jungle? Maybe.
No.
No? You haven't seen a river in a jungle? Okay. Sometimes?
Some have some.
Ah, sometimes. Okay. All right, let's look at question number 1. Why does an elephant have a trunk? Do you remember?
Yes.
Tell me why.
Because elephant has a trunk. Because elephant can eat by the tongue.
Ah, so why do they have the trunk? So remember, full sentence answer that we learned in the story. An elephant has a trunk.
An elephant has a trunk because it can help them to drink water and eat food.
Wow, amazing. You got it. Good job. Good job. All right, which one do you want to choose? Okay, so that was the little clip of going through the end of the story, and super interactive, like Crystal's curriculum, and yeah, really, really fun. So I hope you enjoyed seeing that. Kimberly says, I use Crystal Clear for my private student. Awesome. Hey, Mike's Home ESL. Wow, you are a big channel. Thanks for coming to this little one and saying hello. Really appreciate that. Yes, if you do like the content here, please like. If you're not a subscriber, I see that most people who watch are not subscribers. Please subscribe. It always helps, and glad to have you here. If you're watching on Facebook, you can head on over to YouTube and join us there, where I create videos around online teaching. So thanks so much, Mike. Yeah, so the reading curriculum is essentially complete, or is it sort of in progress at the moment? Tell us about it.
So the first 60 are published. They are not in a order. Well, they're in order, but there are gaps. So we wanted to roll out the first 60 as a concise unit to just, have something, because I think that there's this huge market need, but we will be filling in the gaps over the months to come. So look forward to that. And with 60, we just felt that it was a really nice number to get your teeth into. It's still a teachable number. It still equates to plenty of lessons. They are lessons per unit or per level. I think it's 15 because there are 5 levels. So this curriculum is pretty exclusively for kids. It is also covering the proficiencies from pre-beginner, because the level 1 is essentially picture books, through to, I would hesitantly say intermediate, probably a low intermediate, or AO or pre A1 on the
Okay.
Zephyr to about B1.
Okay.
A2
And
slash B1.
can I ask you, how did you, so, I mean, for those that are watching, these are leveled readers that will correspond. If you're already using Crystal's curriculum, they're a really nice supplement to, like I can just show you briefly here that, if you're working with a student, like I just chose level 5 here, but if you're on level 5, unit 3, so there's a reader here, and you can just click on it and bring it up the same way you would with our other lessons. So
That's right.
if you're not using Crystal's curriculum already, can folks just access this, or is this something for people who are already subscribers to your curriculum?
No, I mean, absolutely. The leveled readers are 100% available to any online teachers. Like you say, the levels do correspond to the core curriculum, but if you look on the About page of our website, which is esl-curriculum.com, you will find information about other curriculum alignments. So, like I said, the Zephyr, we align to VIPKid curriculum, we align to Cambridge YLE, which has changed incidentally, but I tell you there basically if your child student is in starters, then start with this level. If it's in movers, then start with this level. So they're really easy to sort of place your student. And, and if it's too easy or too difficult, then you actually have access to the whole curriculum with this membership. So you can quite seamlessly just swap the reader out. Yeah.
Okay, great.
And you highlighted something really cool and new for us when you brought up your screen just now. The leveled reader curriculum is available in both the British English and American English.
Oh, neat. Okay.
Yeah.
You can select that?
You can, yeah. So it's available to teachers as standard. You get the choices. So even if maybe, some of your students prefer American English, whereas others prefer British, those are included. So Tim, you can just select any reader and I'll show you how to identify the two.
Okay.
You'll notice the same reader is coming up here in two different boxes. And there's a little flag on the sort of top left of each that will show
do you
you
see
the
that, everyone?
accent.
Yeah, so that's British
Yeah,
English.
so everyone has
American.
the option. And basically we just go through, it's in lower levels, you don't find so many different spellings, but we do differentiate between British spellings and American, and also terminology some of the time, like everyone knows pants and trousers as an example. Right. And also because another great feature of this curriculum is embedded audio clips, you can actually choose the accent that they're hearing.
Oh, great.
So that might be the same as yours, or it might be the different option from yours if you're wanting to have your students become familiar with listening to different accents. That's a fantastic way to do that.
Oh, great. Well, I've just dropped the link to check it out in the chat there. So I'll also put it in the description of the video on YouTube, and I'll try to remember to go into Facebook as well and do that, because for those on Facebook, I'm so sorry, but I just don't know how to see if you're watching or
I'm on Facebook, and we've got Sally over here, which is really cool. And Sally says she loves that she can choose the American version. She is joining us from Ohio. So I would imagine that having the option to choose between the two accents for Sally and other teachers like her is something long awaited and, really positive in this.
How do you see the comments?
Because I set up the Facebook event, I'm in like the event settings, and I can see the stream. It's a little delayed, actually.
Yeah, I can see it too, but I don't see any.
Can you?
I just see like select a video source, add post details. I don't know. It is what it is. I can. Oh, maybe I'm not actually live, but I do see us talking on a screen, so I think I am. Anyway, It is what it is. Just shared your live stream on my channel. Thank you, Mike. Keep on, bro. Long time no see. Yeah, good to see you too, my friend.
Oh,
Hope
thanks,
everything's
Mike.
well with you in China, and that you're still grooving and keeping busy. So yeah, that's great. Thank you so much, Crystal, for sharing that. I think this is a great, resource for folks that are looking for the readers, which is something I've been sort of searching around for as well. So I think that's really, really cool. And if you're already a Crystal Clear subscriber, easy, just add that on. If you're not,
Easy.
Check her out, because it's a really comprehensive curriculum with over 500 interactive lessons from
Over
levels
700.
700. Gosh,
I know,
you've been
and a
busy.
little bit insane. But if you're already a Crystal Clear member to kids or advanced, don't just add the leveled readers. Email me, because I can get you a discount.
Oh, you can do this.
Yeah.
She created it, folks. Oh, yeah, that's great. Email her.
I know.
Awesome.
The pricing they see on the leveled reader page is full price. So that's if it's your only membership with us. But if you're already with kids or advanced with us, we don't want you to have to pay that.
Does this link give anybody? I don't remember my affiliate link. Does this give anybody anything?
I don't know.
I'm not sure. Does it give a discount or not? But
it does. If it's your affiliate link, it does give a discount. Yes, that is your affiliate link. Brilliant. And that's to the core. That's to the core curriculum, but we can get
okay.
discount to the readers.
Gotcha.
Too. Yeah.
Thanks, Pink Adventures Abroad, watching from Oman. Awesome. Are you a teacher at an international school there? I know I've had several friends that have taught in Oman over the years. So cool.
Yeah.
Interesting place.
My husband was there last year and he had all good things to say. He really enjoyed it.
Oh, neat. Yeah. So you've been busy. I've been busy as well. I ran a digital product
course. What have you been doing?
Well, I ran a digital product course for online teachers who wanted to create a digital product in late January, early February. And that was fun. And I did it again in March. So what I've decided to do for folks that didn't get to join the live component is I'm in the process of taking the course and putting it on as something that people can get at any time. And that you can still, go through the modules. All the trainings and tutorials will be there. And you'll learn all about digital products. If you've ever thought about creating something to sell, I had teachers who created things for teaching music. I had a teacher who was creating a digital product for teachers who wanted to make easy, at-home, healthy meals for busy teachers, kind of like a cookbook. I had someone creating a mini handwriting course, which is really neat, on teaching the lost art of handwriting. So we also teach you in the course how to market that and how to find your people and to get sales. Passive income is sort of the hot word out there, but I don't really love it because there's a lot of work that goes into it. But when you do create digital products and you set it and forget it and do a little bit of marketing, the work is done in the front end. You really can make money, technically while you're sleeping. I have several digital products, and I'm sure Crystal sells her curriculum at different times of the day. And it's, something that she set up for automation that people can just subscribe to and join at any time. So in a similar way, the course teaches you how to create a digital product, find what digital product would be right for you. We do a lot of talk about what digital products are, examples, things like that, tutorials, sort of to set it up on a sales page so that there's automation involved. So if that's something that interests you, you're going to go. If you go to this link, you'll go to a waitlist page. But just put your email address in there, and I'll let you know when it's ready for purchase, sort of an at your own pace type of course.
Yeah, I think that's such a great idea. And I would warn people that when they set out to create their first digital product, whatever that may be, they should be aware that the floodgates will likely open. And then, I feel like something clicks in your brain and you're like, and I could do this, and I could do this.
Yes, absolutely. And I tell the story in the course of my very first digital product, which was Website in a Weekend. It's a $27 course. You can still buy it now. I still make 2 or 3 sales a month. I don't actively promote it, but people find it, and it's like, hey, it's you're not going to say no to $27, but it's a mini course. And when I made my first sale, it was like the ceiling just opened, and I realized that there's a lot of things that I could do. So I went on to make other courses, and Launchbox, which is a digital resource folder full of things for independent teachers. If you go to my courses page, it's courses.onlineteacherdo.com. You can see everything. I sell workshops that I've done in the past. So once you figure out who you're helping, and when you focus on your ideal customer as someone that you really want to help get results for, don't think of the money in the beginning. Think about helping and how you can use your already possessed skills and passions to maybe create something for someone else. It doesn't have to be I initially created it in thinking about teachers creating digital products for their students, but most of my teachers that were in the course actually were thinking along the lines of other things. They've always wanted to be a coach in this area, or they've always wanted to create whatever it is for somebody else. And maybe that's the start of a business too for someone, when you start thinking about things you can create. So anyway, thank you for letting me share about that. And the link is in there for you to check that out, and also to check out Crystal's curriculum. Anything else? I had some questions about in the chat before on the Facebook group about online teaching. Are you still teaching online?
I am, yes. I just had a trial lesson today. It just ticks along. It's not a priority for me. So if students seek me out, then yeah, but I think as a curriculum developer, I think it's super important for me to keep a hand in teaching, because it keeps what I'm doing relevant. It gives me a source to try out my product in the actual firsthand. And I love the kids and the relationships, and I especially love those super young ones where I can say be silly. But
even most of my students are in middle school. He's my only one that's 5 years old. But it really reminds me of my VIPKid days when I had so many little ones. But
are your kids in middle school because they followed you through all the years and they've been with you so long, or how did that happen?
They're not all in middle school, but I got a lot of them from a 10-year-old boy that I worked with through VIPKid. And then I got a lot of referrals through him and some of his friends. And they just, it's been 3 years almost. So they're 12, 13. Yeah, 12, 13. So I've also been losing students. That's been an issue. That happens. I mean, when, they've been with you for 3 years, you do need to kind of always have, even if your door is not open for students, you really need to always have an open door to kind of create a wait list. And so I've been working on referrals, and I don't want to teach a lot. I'm okay with what I'm teaching, but I'm looking for new students and trying out some new things. So as you said, I like to still be teaching. I think it's still part of what I still want to do, and helps me keep in touch with what's going on. And part of the reason also why I would like to dip my toes back into VIPKid a little bit, see what's going on there. I promote lots of companies. There's maybe some folks watching right now that are wanting to get into online teaching. I get questions all the time about companies and things like that. And I had a question earlier about, how do you trust companies? There's so many scams out there, or companies with bad reviews, and there's no right answer. I think you just need to do your research. Always look at upskilling yourself, getting lots of training, and just putting your best foot forward. Look at what people are talking about in the Facebook groups as well. Companies that's usually a good judge of what's good and what's not good out there. If you can't find anything about a company in the big online teaching Facebook groups, chances are they're probably really small, and maybe tread lightly with them. I don't know. What would your advice be?
bad timing. Some hammering going on over here.
Okay.
But yeah, my advice is exactly that. And don't waste your chances at the companies that do pay well or have good reputations by not putting your best foot forward. So things like making sure that you present the best, as in appearance, and you don't look like you're in your pajamas with bedhead. Working on nice, clear pronunciation. I think that some of the best teachers out there are not native English speakers, and they should have every opportunity that native speakers have, insofar as they're, quite clear and easily understood. So
Yes.
there are speaking techniques and practice that people can do to just make it a little clearer. And, thinking about your tech, your background, all of those other aspects that go into a best foot forward, in addition to just professional development, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And another question I had in the chat, again, I'm not very familiar with Facebook Lives, but it creates a chat within it. And they were saying that they wanted to go independent. They see a real opportunity for it in their country. I'm not sure where they were from, but, what do you need to go independent? You really don't need much. Like, you just need a willingness to learn and just go for it. Like, I think, especially if you know who you want to teach and you see that the market is there and you have some ways to attract your students, do a little bit of marketing. You don't have to have a YouTube channel with thousands of followers or a TikTok account. You really don't. I'm learning Thai in Thailand. My Thai teacher isn't even on social media. And I found her through word of mouth and, Facebook and things like that. So you, just go for it. Go for it.
I agree.
You need the setup. You need good curriculum like Crystal's. You need a good platform to teach on, like Zoom can be, free. The screen recording I showed you earlier was on ClassIn. There's others out there. Koala Go is a very popular one with teachers as well. So, join Facebook groups, join Crystal's group, my group, Going Solo, and, just meet people, engage with questions, engage with people, make connections, and slowly that snowball starts to get bigger and bigger, and you start to gain confidence. So hi from India. Good to have you here. Hi, James. I know you in Poland. Good to have you here too. Yes, Crystal's is Crystal Clear ESL Teachers Community. Thanks, Crystal. Okay, we're a little over time, but so much to talk about, and so good to see you, Crystal. And so good to see all of you.
Yeah, it's been so fun. Well. Thanks for having me, Tim. If anybody has any ideas they want to follow up about, or think of some questions later, you can always hit us up on any of the Facebook chats, or email me anyway, info@esl-curriculum.com. More than happy to connect. It's such an isolating job, so yes. Adults,
Yeah, and I really feel like my YouTube channel has been a nice community as well. I love seeing the familiar faces, like several in the chat have, come to many of my lives before, and you can ask questions. So I'm really committed to kickstarting things a bit more with the lives. So that brings me to my invitation again to all of you. If you would like to come on and be interviewed, that's what I like to do my usually Monday at 9 a.m. show, to meet teachers, share your story, answer your questions. We can do it live. You don't have to have a business already set up or anything like that. Anyone is welcome. Just shoot me an email. You'll find it in the description below, and we can set up a time to come on the YouTube channel here and share your story and just learn about what you're doing with online teaching, because there's a million ways of doing it. I teach Chinese kids, and I mainly got my students from companies. That's how I built things, and referrals. Other teachers are marketing maybe their math classes in South America. That's online teaching as well. And, you've got strategies and tips to share to help other people too. So whatever you're doing, maybe you're working with a company and you want to share about that company. I'm open to that as well. So with that, we'll sign off. Thanks again, Crystal. And good to see everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a great day.
Cool. Have a great day. Thanks, everyone.
See ya.